Hi, it's Neets. This is your Virgo weekly reading. I've shuffled some oracle cards for you, so we're going to do some slightly different things this week for you. Okay, we're going to look at dreams and animal cards as well, your animal power animals, because we all have power animals. Okay, if you'd like to subscribe, it would help me to continue. If you'd like to access a private reading, the link is in the description. If you'd like to listen to some healing music that has embedded frequencies in that will balance your chakras, it's modern music as well. You'll be able to find the link as well in the description. Okay, it's all there. Let's go for Virgo. Virgo, you are not afraid. Well, it seems to me that you are actually afraid of something at the moment. There's something big looming in front of you and you are a little bit afraid of it. But I want to say that sometimes the fear will make things a little bit seem a bit worse than they are, let's say. Okay, so I don't want you to be as scared of it as you are. So something's looming in front of you. You're not looking forward to something and it seems like a huge task or a huge thing you've got to go through. But I want to say don't be frightened because it's not going to be as bad as you think. Okay, so just take that with you. Let go and flow. Yeah, so you're being told to go with the flow. Don't let this overburden you or overwhelm you. Go with the flow. There's a rainbow there. That means that spirit are looking after you. So whatever's coming, they're going to be with you. Some of you may be having hospital visits. I'm picking that up. And the spirit world are coming with you. Your guides, your family, your friends, they'll all be with you to support you. And I don't think it's going to be as bad as you think. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to, give you a diagnosis or anything. But I don't think it's going to be as bad as you think for some of you, okay? So the spirit world is with you as you're going through these testing times, let's say. You're asked to just go with the flow. Don't think too far ahead. Don't preempt what's going to happen because you're going to get yourself into a tiz, all right? It's not an emergency and there's a doctor. What was I saying? So I do feel that, yeah, for some of you who've not been very well, it's not an emergency. Of course, if it is worse than you think, then, that's not for you. This reading's not for you, okay? And obviously follow your doctor's directions. I'm not saying that it's not an emergency. If your doctor tells you it is, okay? But what I'm saying is that for some of you who are having health problems at the moment, it's not going to be as bad as you think, in my opinion, okay? Say I'm sorry. So I want you to think about the last time you upset someone, or, is there somebody in the past that you need to say sorry to? Or is there somebody around you that you've fallen out with recently that you need to say sorry to? Because I am getting the feeling that you do need to apologise for something that you may have done in the past, or for the way you've been, or even just say sorry to yourself. Some of you might need to say sorry to yourself for being so hard upon yourself and for being so naive maybe sometimes, or making the wrong decisions in life. It's okay to say sorry to yourself and to say it's all right. We all make mistakes. Okay, so don't let that grind you down. Let's get the Daily Witch card and give you a little bit more. So Virgo, this is for Virgo weekly reading. What does Virgo need to know? The Ace of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Okay. I feel that you've got decisions to make about your way forwards in life at the moment, and this may be what you're afraid of. There may be something that you've got to cut out of your life at the moment, and it seems a bit daunting. You might be a little bit scared of doing that, but you've got to make changes sometimes to make things better. And it's not very nice sometimes. I know I've been sort of unwell recently, and when you're not very well, it's a horrible thing. You have to sort of, if it's really affected your life and it's debilitating, you really do have to sort of grieve and let go of your old life. And it's not an easy thing to do. Some of you may have to do that. And you might have to change your diet, you might have to change your lifestyle because of health reasons. And it's not easy, but I'd say don't be scared, because although it's difficult and you might slip back occasionally, you might keep slipping back into old ways, and then you'll have to try again to go forwards and do things differently because it makes you feel bad. But try to remember that it's okay to make mistakes and you can always start again the next day, all right? So it isn't easy to make big changes in your life, that sometimes it's necessary. And these big changes are always sent to us for some good reason, for a way of your soul to evolve. Okay, so don't be frightened of the changes. The Knight of Cups, some of you are feeling a bit sort of like tempted towards somebody, I feel. You may have got this love feeling for somebody, but you're a little bit sort of vulnerable about it because you're not sure if they feel the same way as you. And to be quite honest, I think it's the kind of situation where you're going to have to be in and out of it, because I don't think this person is going to give you what you want. Okay, for some of you, I feel that you will have to sort of step back, and eventually you might have to cut that off completely, because that person's going to mess with your mind a little bit. I do see that with some of you. Okay, so try not to get too close to somebody if you're not sure, or if they come across like they're not sure. Try not to get too close to them, because I've got a feeling that you're going to end up with your fingers burnt. Sometimes people say things as well, just to, because it's what they want you to hear, and it's not actual truth. So just be aware of that. I'm aware of that with some of you. Some of you need to be a little bit more switched on as to what somebody's saying, and sometimes the facts are not the same as what they're saying to you, and they've sort of hoodwinked you a bit. Okay, so I just want to say be careful of that. Let's see what the love cards have to say. Yeah. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Yeah, so don't cry over spilt milk. That's the old saying, isn't it? Don't focus on past things that have gone wrong for you. Think about the future and think about what you want, and only think about what you want, and manifest what you want by thinking about what you want daily. Okay? Because if you think about what you want daily, then you will actually start to bring it into your life. But you have to believe it and you have to want it. Let's have a look at your dream cards. Some of you will dream about certain things. I'm going to pick about 3 cards because there are many different dreams in this pack. Some of you may be dreaming about certain things, or you may, even if it's a daydream, doesn't matter. But let's see what the dream cards say. Taking a test. So if you're dreaming about taking a test, if you've been having dreams recently that you're taking some kind of test, it means a lack of confidence or fear of failing in life. Make sure you are ready for any upcoming shifts in your life, and confide in your loved ones so they know how you're feeling. All right. So if you are, if you're lacking in confidence because you have got a big test or a big thing ahead of you, just get yourself into a place where you feel more confident. Okay. Because that's what you need to work on. It's not that you're going to fail. It's the fact that you need to work on your confidence and believe that you're going to be okay, because you are going to be okay. It's a trick of the mind. The mind is more precious than we realise. It really is. You can do whatever you want when you put your mind to it. Okay? It's all about thoughts and energy. You've got to be, I mean, obviously we have some obstacles because we're not perfect and we're human beings, but, you know, you can pretty much do what you want to do if you put your mind to it. It might take time. It's not going to be quick. Being trapped. If you're dreaming about being trapped, often this dream will appear when you are going through struggles in your waking life. Are you feeling restricted in a relationship or in a situation? Are you being held back? Find out what is causing this confinement and break the cycle. So some of you might be feeling trapped in a situation. It could be a job that you don't like. It could be a relationship that you're not happy with. Whatever it is, you need to identify what it is and you need to get out of it. Okay, because there is always a way. There's always a way out. There are always other options to what you are doing or the way that you're living. You can do whatever you want, like I said. If you have a job that you don't like, then look at what it means to, think about something you would like to do. Do the training if you can. Get some research, find out what you need to be able to do that job. You can do it, but it just takes little baby steps. You can do anything. If you feel trapped with a person financially, there is always a way. Go to Citizens Advice. Go and stay with a friend for a while if you need to. Get yourself on your feet. There is always a way out, but you've got to be prepared to make the changes. And they're always going to be big change. There are always going to be big changes. If you're really trapped in a situation, it means that yes, you need a big change. and it's not always easy, but you can do it. Oh God, my worst nightmare, spiders. If you're dreaming about spiders, then you're feeling like an outsider in a situation, or that you need to keep your distance from something or someone. It can also be a sign of emotions you aren't handling very well, and is a sign that you need to address them, okay? So, like I said, if you're being led towards somebody and you have feelings for them and they don't feel the same, this could be a sign that, if you're having spider dreams, that you need to keep your distance from that person, okay? I think spiders to me also mean it's creative. So if you've got creative projects that you want to start, then spiders are very, very creative. They're very positively creative. So they're not always a bad thing to dream about. They can show that you've got the creativity, you've got the ideas, you need to get on with it. Start weaving your web. You need to get on with it. Okay. So that's another interpretation that from, like I said, there's a book by Susie Holbeach, Dream Book, and that's amazing. That is amazing. Let's have a look at what power animal you have and what advice the power animal has for you today. You can have more than one power animal. I'm going to pick a couple for you. You may be dreaming about the animals. You may be seeing a lot of the animals on social media. You may be coming across the animal in real life. Depends what animal it is, of course, and what country you live in. Okay, so what is your power animal at the moment? The llama. So the llama is one of the most spiritual animals on this earth. Let courage lead you to seek support and overcome a fear of intimacy. So if you have been not feeling very confident about yourself in intimate situations or relationships, I'd say then this is for you. You need courage to be able to move forwards and to meet the right person. So you've got to get over this like insecurity and low self-esteem that you might have. Now that's not easy to do. If you felt like that for years, especially, it's not easy to do. But I would say read up on it, get self-help books, have counselling if it makes you feel better. Or just go on a self-confidence course. I'm sure there are free ones in your area. There will be. There always is like self-confidence things, building up your confidence. But books are good. Books are really good to read about that, and you just need to actually believe in yourself a bit more. And you need to believe that you can actually make a relationship work. Okay, so the next animal we've got is the bear. So if you've been seeing bears, you might be in a different country to me, but if you're dreaming about bears, it means nurture your creativity and return to the sweetness of life. So it wants you to have fun in life and get creative. Okay, so if you're seeing bears, dreaming about bears, thinking about bears, or even if you're just seeing pictures of bears, it doesn't matter. That's what it could mean for you. All right. What else have we got? Let's have a quick more couple of cards for Virgo, just to finish off. Anything else that Virgo needs to know? You are getting ready to move forwards in your life into a change, okay? You are balancing your emotions so that you can move forwards. That's it in a nutshell, really. Yes, you are going to meet love. You are going to get love in your life, but you need to do this first. You need to get yourself on the right pathway first and heal any sort of past emotional issues that you've been having, whether it's with people that aren't right for you or situations that you haven't healed from in the past. You just need to get yourself emotionally more stable, I think, before you can move forwards and meet somebody. I want to pull another card. Yes, Judgment, because it feels like you deserve to be loved and you deserve to have love in your life, okay? So life will be kind to you, but you just need to do a little bit more inner work. That's the crux of it, okay? All right, Virgo, that's what I've got for this week. Take care.